let's relax for a second. It's just a One Piece video. It's fine. This is One Piece episodes 415, 416, 417, 418. Relax. I know you're all excited. I know it. I know that you clicked on this video and you were like, I am too. But I need to temper your expectations because I'm making a prediction right now. Today, I'm gonna make a great mistake in this video somewhere. I don't know why I'm predicting this, but I think it will be a good prediction. Somewhere in these 4 episodes, I'm gonna say something that is so wrong and makes it so clear that I've missed a major aspect of One Piece that you guys are gonna jump to the comments and you're gonna be like, I can't believe you missed this! So get ready for it. I don't know what it's gonna be. I haven't recorded it yet. This is the intro of the video, but it's gonna happen at some point. And so you guys have to be extra vigilant in this episode, because I know if there's one thing commenters love to do, it's correct people on stuff. So get ready for your corrections. You're gonna have one, I bet you. You know what? The only way for you to possibly make sure you got the correction right is you have to watch the video like all the way through, like 3 times each of you. That's your assignment for this video. Watch the entire video 3 times. And then you have to go and watch all the rest of my videos to make sure you have the context so that you can correct me properly. I'm doing something genius here. This is gonna beat the algorithm. Okay, here we go. We're doing episodes 415 onwards. 4 episodes today. I'm so excited. I say today, sometimes I split these recording sessions up over multiple days, but in this video, I'm gonna be doing 4 episodes. I'm very, very excited and looking forward to it because we have had some Boa Hancock stuff going on, and I love her. I think all of her stuff has been so much fun and so interesting. And Luffy, in the last episode, he used Haki like kind of on purpose, not like he still wasn't controlling it in the way that, you know, like he didn't really know what he was doing, but he still, it seemed like a conceited effort to actually use it this time, which is really cool. And so, I mean, I don't know, are we gonna be like, is he gonna learn Haki now? Like, are these episodes gonna be, you know, them helping him, because he helped them out, you know, he did something respectful, so, I don't know, but, we're gonna jump into the episode. Make sure to support this video and this channel if you can. Remember, I'm a small channel. I may act like a big channel. I don't, but I am a small channel, so please remember that when you think about whether you're gonna like the video or not. Comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. All that stuff helps me out a lot and actually will be the deciding factor on whether or not I can continue to do these videos, if these videos continue to do well. So make sure to support the videos if you can. Share it around if there are other people you know that would like these One Piece reactions. Let them know, you know, don't let them find it on their own. They might love it and not know it yet. Go seek them out and show them these videos. And go to my Patreon account if you want full-length early access and exclusive videos. We have the next at least 16 or so episodes of One Piece on my Patreon account right now in full-length version. So you get so much content if you're on there. And also, recently, as of the time I'm recording this video, I made the first 3 episodes of One Piece full-length versions free. So you can go to my Patreon account, even if you're not a member, even if you're not paying me any money, you can go to the Patreon account and look at the public posts. There should be One Piece episodes 1, 2, and 3 from like 2 years ago that are on there in full-length versions for free. That's so that you guys can try it out, see if you like the sort of full-length versions of it. And also remember, those were early episodes. So that was when I first started doing full-length versions. They're even better now. You get it. They're better now. But it's still, you know, if you want a little taste of it and want to see if you want to get the rest of the 400 plus episodes by subscribing to the Patreon, go check out those first 3 episodes. Okay, let's jump into this. This is One Piece episode 400, and what are we starting with? 15. Here we go. One Piece. Woo! Life is adventurous. We're the pirate of the mass. To the west, to the east, all the way to One Piece. I forgot the sunglasses. Oh well. Okay. Recap Rubik's. This, if you're new to this channel, this is a Rubik's Cube that I do while the recap is happening, and my goal is to beat the recap. There are a lot of people who very kindly tell me that they genuinely love the fact that I do recap Rubik's, and it's a very unique part of this channel, and I appreciate that. Thank you. See, it's something that other channels could do, but wouldn't they just be copying me at that point, you know? I've cornered the market. And there's the cube complete. Pretty close to when it's gonna show the title, I think. There it is. Oh, I heard him say Hancock. Now I know Boa is gonna be in this episode. I got spoiled. I can't wait to see how this plays out. Damn, what a bold thing to say to her. Fair enough. Yeah, can she do that? Is that possible? Yeah, I mean, if you don't feel like fighting him, this is the way to avoid fighting him. Is she saying it's one or the other? Yeah, one or the other. Well, you turn them back, and then I'll fight you until you help me off the island. Oh, shit. Oh my god! Easy choice for him. Save the people in front of him. Because he knows he'll figure out a way back eventually. What are you gonna do now, Boa? I feel like she'll turn them back at least. But is she also gonna help him off the island? Yay! Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, they don't even remember it? Damn. I think Boa Hancock is taller than I thought she was. Did she seem like 7 feet tall there? I mean, I know she's probably wearing heels, but even then. Whoa, that woman looks like Shaki. That fucking laugh. He's probably hungry as fuck. Good. That's nice. Okay. She's gonna be completely naked, I imagine. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. What was that? Okay. This is the mark. Uh-huh. Okay, it is. Yeah. Okay, it's a circle with, like, I did see that when I paused the last episode. I don't know why Luffy would know it. Am I supposed to know it? Oh yeah? Wait, that's it? Oh my god, so it's nothing like what he's seen before. He just was mistaken. She reads the paper. Hey, Buggy's on there. Get him the fuck off this island. Yeah, good.
この世界におったのか。
Is so
命を顧みず、彼のようなものが。
okay, this is interesting. Does she hate the celestial dragons?
そなたの魚人の友が額に刻むシンボルの意味も。
Oh, okay.
天かける竜の
The claw of the celestial dragon. So does that mean were you like a slave?
貴族に飼われたものに焼き付けられる。世界貴族の
Yeah. Okay, all right. That makes a lot of sense, and that's tying in to the main. Wow, it's crazy. Luffy landed here. Just happens to tie in perfectly to the storyline. When you were 12, oh my god. Look, they're like normal sized.
人さらいの手にかかり売り飛ばされた。
Oh my god. Oh, the branding. Oh. Oh, that's so frustrating. Oh.
恐怖の塊でしかなかった。
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, actually that I can understand why you would hate men. If those are the first men you see. Aww.
ひどいものだ。世界政府が青ざめるような事件が起きた。
Okay.
あのレッドラインを素手でよじ登り、天竜人の住む聖地マリージョアへ一人乗り込んだ男がいたのじゃ。
Climbed it with his bare hands.
後に魚人海賊団を率いる冒険家フィッシャータイガー
Fisher Tiger?
に嫌ってはいても奴隷たちに区別せず何千人ものあらゆる種族を解放してくれたのじゃ。
Cool. What?
彼には計り知れない恩が。
Is that Fisher Tiger?
タイガーはその者たちと太陽の海賊団を結成。
Sun
外界へ
Pirates.
飛び出したのじゃのように皆の体に刻まれた天竜人の紋章を。
Oh! Oh! Right!
シンボルに変えて。
And that's what Hachi has.
そなたが福音を見間違えたというのはその魚人海賊団の太陽のシンボル。
So Hachi was a sun pirate?
じゃああいつも奴隷だったのか。
Yeah.
必ずしもそうとは。
Oh, yeah, I guess so. You could
あれは奴隷だったものとそう
Yeah, you could just get that on you just if you're part of them. Yeah, makes sense.
太陽の海賊団
いくつかの一味に分裂したようじゃが。
Split off to Arlong.
8にもいろいろあったんだな。
God damn, there's so much interesting shit.
わらわたちはもうこの島にはおれぬところであった。
This is a really in-depth,
誰にも
great backstory.
過去国中を欺こうとも。
God damn, I didn't expect this to be Boa's character, like what she was
一
hiding.
切の隙も見せぬ。人が恐ろしい。恐ろしゅうてかなわぬのじゃ。
Oh my god. She's so vulnerable right now.
久しぶりよにょ。そなたがこうも
Yeah.
表に出
小さな恩を振りかざしおって。
にょにょ。わしゃらを見守って。それを小さなお。
そなたは
He's not gonna tell people. Oh,
わらわを蔑む
no, of course not.
は
Huh?
だから俺天竜人嫌いなんだって。
Yeah. He punched one. he saved some slaves.
そなたを気に入ったぞ。
Yeah.
一つ望みがあると申しておる。
Yes, this is great.
船を貸そう。
Yes. Boa fucking Hancock on our side. Oh, holy shit. We just recruited the help of a warlord of the sea. This is insane. That's amazing. Like, that's Oh, that's so great. I'm so excited about this. Okay, really nice to have that whole backstory laid out for us. I'm really interested in it. So, look, here's the crazy thing. Hachi, he's surely always had that symbol on his head, right? Which just, like... So, I mean, I think that the most likely thing that happened was Oda put that symbol on his head knowing that it was some sort of pirate symbol, but didn't really, like... He decided not to flesh it out until later. Like, that's probably a good way to write things, is like, okay, I'm gonna just put some, like, really, you know, very different parts of different character designs, and I'm gonna set up these elements, and then later, if I need something, you know, some interesting story that I can tie into somewhere, I'll pull from wherever, you know? I'll set up all these little things everywhere, and then I'll pull something from there. And, but, like, I wonder how, like, when he decided that that thing that was on Hachi's head was going to be, you know, sun pirates and covering up that he was a slave and all that. Like, did he decide that at the start of this saga, or did he decide that, like, you know, 100 episodes ago, or did he decide that when he introduced Hachi? Like, I'm very curious about that stuff. Because, like, I don't think it's any less impressive whenever you do it. You can do it at any point, and I still think it's impressive writing. Because there's something really impressive about setting things up really early and knowing how you're going to pay it off. I mean, that's, like, a lot of how I think Hajime Isayama, the Attack on Titan writer, he seems to be the sort of guy that he plans everything out. And he has everything, like, laid out exactly how he wants to do it, and then he'll improvise a few things along the way, sure, but like a large majority of the things are things that he purposefully set up in advance. And I mean, I think I've said this in a lot of reactions before, so I'm sorry if you're sick of hearing me saying it, but then you have someone like Vince Gilligan of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul fame, who he's more of an improviser. He figures shit out as he goes along, and neither of, like, Attack on Titan is one of the most masterful stories in anime. Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul are some of the most masterful pieces of fiction ever, I think, in my opinion, as well as Attack on Titan is also one of the most masterful pieces of fiction. Like, these are just incredibly well-written stories, and they've got very different approaches to them from my perspective. Where, like, Vince Gilligan has openly admitted to being like, you know, I threw in this element because I thought that's going to be cool if I can pay that off in the future. And then when the time came, he's like, okay, shit, how do I pay this off now? What can I do? How can I use this? But then he and his writers figure it out, and they figure it out, and it's fucking amazing, and it feels like it was all planned the entire time, but it wasn't. It's just brilliant writing to be able to connect those dots, and that's still brilliant writing. But it's also brilliant writing to have these perfect little setups and then have them have perfect payoffs. So I love it. And I wonder how much of each thing Oda does in these sorts of episodes, and in these sorts of things. I also wonder, like, sometimes I wonder how much writers will say that they had it planned all along, but they're actually, like, saying that just so that people respect it more, even though they did actually just make it up on the spot. Because I would also not be, like, I would understand if writers just lied about that, because it would keep the illusion up. It's like how magicians don't tell people how they do their tricks generally, because it, like, once people find out, they'll be like, oh, okay, that's kind of impressive, I guess. And it, like, some of the magic is gone. So I wonder if writers sometimes do that same thing, where they're like, I know people will think it's less impressive if they didn't think that I had it all planned, you know? So yeah, that was really good. I loved how Boa Hancock was like, all right, you want to get off this island and you want to unstone them, you can have one. And Luffy's like, oh, awesome, thank you so much. Unstone them, please. It's like, it's so great that he was so quick on it, and he actually, like, I really appreciate that he thanked her as well. There's a different vibe to him going like, only one, huh? Fine, in that case, unstone them, you know? Like, that's still making the decision with no hesitation. But what he does is like, oh my god, thank you so much. Yes, yes, let's do it. Like, he's actually just grateful for any help at all, which is great. Because Luffy, I feel like, has the sort of idea in his head that he can, like, any problem, he will eventually be able to solve himself. So what she's doing is speeding that process along and taking a load off his shoulders, you know? Like, he's not thinking to himself like, Boa Hancock is my only way off this island, and if she says no, I'm screwed. That's not what he's thinking. He's thinking, if she says yes, that's gonna be really convenient and help me out a lot. But if she says no, I'll find another way off. Like, even if it seems impossible, I'll do it, you know? And then, like, the thing is, if she would have not helped him out, I bet you he would have, like, tried to do something like grab onto a tree and pull himself back and try to slingshot himself across the water, not realizing how far the ocean is. He would have landed in the water and sunk and died. I feel like that would be a Luffy way to go out, because we've seen many times in this series him just, like, trying out something, falling in the water, and someone has to jump in and save him. But if that person didn't come around, like, there was a bit where Chimney like had to, like, walked in and happened to walk out to see Luffy just as he was drowning, and it's like, if Chimney didn't come at that time, Luffy would have just straight up died. So, like, I think I think it's funny, the idea that that Luffy could just die at any point if one of these people turns him down. But yeah, so great backstory there. It makes a lot of sense. I'm following her character and her character development, and I think it's really cool. Like, it's really, really sad, but I love that we're getting that backstory and we're seeing this sort of softness to her, and this feels like a sort of side of a warlord that we haven't seen before, which is cool as well. I don't feel like we've seen a warlord be like this before. So it's all really cool. And also, Fisher Tiger sounds really cool as well. I want to find out. I mean, apparently he's dead, but I want to find out more about him because he seems awesome. All right, let's move on to the next episode. This is episode 416. Life is adventurous. Be aware it's dangerous. We're the pirate of the mass. To the west, to the east. Gotta find my way, sail away all the way to One Piece. Okay. Whoa. Where's the thing? Anyway, recap Rubik's. Where was the little introduction? That was it? That's what I got for the recap Rubik's. Those three white dots. My god. Oh, I'm sure it's a great boat. Yeah. Ooh, what's that reaction from her? Does she have like another game going on? Is she planning to deliver Luffy directly to Impel Down or something? Just as like a trade for something? See, she's so much taller than I realize until we see comparison shots with her and someone else. Okay, alright. I guess we'll see. I wouldn't be that surprised if Boa betrayed Luffy, but I hope she doesn't. Damn. Yeah, I mean, he was accepted by Boa. Why does that other woman seem so much like Shaki? Is she related to her? Oh my god, they all got knives somewhere. Oh. Is it something about the food? Yes! Too bad Brooke's not here. I like how out of time the pants up is. Aww.
悔しいけど負けた。
God damn, he's popular. Oh my god. Well, at least he brought some joy to these people. Not that they weren't happy before, but it feels like they don't tend to have parties like this, where they just let loose completely.
洋菓子間の名物よ。
Cool.
ペンネゴルゴンゾーラ。
Sea king meat. As long as no one touches his hat. He doesn't even care. Okay, he does.
大人気ルフィちゃん。ルフィ様。
お前何勝手に商売してんだ。おいやめろおめら飯食えねえおい
I wish I could succeed with a business like this.
マーガレット。
Guys, I'm changing my Patreon model. Instead of full-length versions of episodes, all the women get to line up and touch me.
石になった時はビビったよ。
Well, he also got you out of trouble, so...
でもかばってくれたんでしょ。私たちのこと。いろいろ聞いたわ。
Margaret's really cute and sweet.
ルフィ。
She can't quite beat out my best girl yet, but she's adorable. My best girl of this island, which is whatever her name is. Afaladra? Oh shit. What's going on?
ここは村の片隅、ゆっくりしてゆけ。お主豆って。食なかなか手に入らぬが、我が国の皇帝が七部会である以上、この世
Oh
の
shit,
情
some
勢くらい
Blackbeard there?
知ってヘビ姫じゃ。
I forgot he didn't know. Sometimes Luffy doesn't know stuff that we know and it always surprises me.
新聞にゃど読んどらんよか。あ、読んどらん。
七部会と海軍本部が白ひげ海賊団と戦う。なんだそれどうなるんだよ。あ、
Oh my god.
待てよ。いろいろ一気に聞きすぎた。
It's set up for a pretty intense event.
それを知ってなお、白ひげの優秀な部下、ポートガス D エースの公開処刑を発表した。
What's he gonna do? Is he gonna tell Boa, like, let's go there instead? I don't know.
白ひげの優秀な部下、ポートガス
His
D エー
stance
スの
before
公開
was, you know,
処
leave
刑を
it to
発表した。
Ace.
危険のエースじゃ。 危険のエースを討ち取ることで新たに七部会に入ったとか。中枢の者たちは突然手に入った大物から大きく利用し、今回の
Oh,
誠か、そなたの兄。
捕まって
so
た
what
な
are we
んて
gonna
知らなか
do?
った。もう逃げられねえじゃねえか。
Yeah, I mean, even Gold Roger was executed. I mean, you know, kind of on
どこ
purpose,
でやるん
but
だ。
海軍本部を有する町マリンフォードの
Marineford.
1週間以上はかかると思った方が良いな。
そんなかかったら仲間たちに会う前に。
Oh my god, I think he's going to go directly
じ
there.
ゃあここからエースのいるところ
Oh my god!
幽閉海賊船なら1週間、
Oh my
海
god!
軍船なら4日。
海軍の腕はそんなに速いのか。
世界
Are we going directly to Impo Down?
変形した巨大な渦潮がこの3つの機関をつないでおるにょじゃ。
Oh, interesting.
それぞれの海流を流し込み3つの機関へ到達できる。
Huh.
門が開かなければただ渦に乗り続けるだけ。
That's, whoa, that's really
海賊船
interesting.
ならむしろどうしても遠回りになる。
Huh.
まさか兄のビブルカードか。
It sure is.
エースにはエースの冒険がある。
You gonna go, Luffy? You gotta go. I
お
mean,
前に出来の悪い弟を持つと
兄貴は心配なんだ。
Oh, Ace talking about how he worries about
姉
Luffy.
ちゃんもエースに怒られるだけ
But yeah, you can't just leave him to die.
みんな俺ちょっと寄り道して
Holy shit! Luffy's gonna go to Impel Down on his own? Well, that means we're not gonna get our crew for a while.
俺エースを助けに来て
Oh my god. I'm gonna go how many episodes without
どれ
Nami?
ほど無謀なことか。今幽閉されておる大監獄へ行くべきじゃな。最重要囚人である以上、監獄の警備網も確かな戦力が傾けられておって当然
Absolutely. With all
中
the
に侵入するなど
Whitebeard pirates going after them.
でっけえオールがあれば俺
待て待
Great
て
shot.
そん
じゃあ俺あの女に頼みに行く
Okay, yeah. Only way to do it is to convince Boa.
今ちょうどニョンばあ様を呼びに行こうと。
何があった
She passed out, right?
原因不明の病で
Yeah.
倒れてしまわれて。
Oh no.
ニョンじゃと
Depends how bad this sickness is, but if it's really bad, we'll keep her out of commission long enough that we can't go save Ace, right? We don't have Chopper here. Chopper could do it.
死ぬのか
Oh. Oh. All right. Some insane things happening that episode. I don't even know. Like, I was kind of just listening and trying to think about where this show was gonna go for a lot of that episode. I don't know how much reacting I was doing. Like, I'm not saying I wasn't doing any. I don't know if I was doing any or not because I don't remember. I was just so focused on the episode. Okay, so I mean, this is what I originally thought Luffy's reaction was gonna be when he first saw the Vivre card was like sort of in danger. I thought he was gonna be like, okay, we have to go right now. Like, I don't care what else happens. Like, I need to go save Ace. But he was like fine and confident then. But now it's like impending doom. He's going to be executed. We know that, like, you know, if you're an Impel Down and you're about to be executed by the Marines, like, that's a nigh impossible, if not impossible, thing to escape. Like, what could you possibly even do against that? Because the Marines, I mean, they're if they've got you in their custody, like, there's nothing you can really do against that, I don't think. I would imagine Marines would, like, know how to deal with pirates, know how to deal with devil's fruits, maybe know how to deal with Haki. I don't know enough about Haki to know whether or not that's something that you can do, but, like, you can probably deal with it. So, like, because I mean, as I said during the episode, even Gold Roger was executed. Now, we found out recently that Gold Roger being executed was, like, expected and kind of, like, part of his plan or whatever. But still, it does make the execution feel more, like, more powerful and more unavoidable, with the idea that the greatest pirate that we know of that has ever lived, that's how he died. So it's like, if Ace is on the chopping block, and I mean that, like, literally on the chopping block, then of course Luffy's gonna be fucking freaking out about that. And okay, so now it seems like this arc is going to go in a way of, like, Luffy to get to the archipelago would take a week apparently. But this is the thing, like, his plan is to go back to the archipelago because that's where him and his friends met last, and I imagine his hope is that they just made it back, right? And then if they weren't back there, maybe he could get the Sunny. Hopefully the Sunny's still there. I imagine Silvers, because Silvers was working on the Sunny, I imagine he can defend the Sunny. So, but maybe the Sunny's there. Maybe he can then, and, like, maybe one or two others made it back, and he can then sail looking for the others, or find information on how to find the others from the archipelago. But, like, realistically, Luffy getting back, if everyone else is in a similar position to Luffy, where they just got sent off somewhere, then a lot of them, I don't think they're going to be able to get back in a week, you know? I don't think they can, like, you know, bless them, but let's say someone like Chopper on his own, like completely on his own, or someone like Brook or Zoro, not because Zoro is weak by any means, but because Zoro is terrible at direction. How the fuck is he gonna navigate himself back to the archipelago? So that on its own, like, is gonna be tough, like getting the Straw Hats all back together. But then there's the idea of, like, he has to do this in a short amount of time. He can't make it to them and also make it to Ace, so he has to go to Ace first, which means he has to convince Hancock to bring him, but he also has to, I guess, cure Hancock of a disease now. But I'm just shocked that any of this is happening. But I feel like this means that, like, we're going to be without the Straw Hats, except for Luffy, for a while. Now, my thought is that maybe the Straw Hats are going to go, okay, we could go back to the archipelago, but where would Luffy most likely be? And they're going to find out the news about Ace on their own terms and go, Luffy wouldn't leave Ace behind like this, so they all will go to Ace directly. And then I feel like there could be like a really cool moment where, like, Luffy is in despair and, like, doesn't know what else to do and is completely alone, but then the Straw Hats will show up, you know? Or Straw Hats show up one by one over the course of the arc or the saga. That would be kind of cool as well. I feel like you could do something really cool with that. But you could also just have it be Luffy the entire saga, so that next saga or arc or whatever, when they do get back together, it feels even better because we've had to go without them for a while. It's a brave arc to do. I think it's really interesting, and there's so much potential here. This is bursting with potential. I can't wait to see what they do with it. And also that idea of, like, the whirlpool is really cool. Like, you can use the whirlpool and it gets you there much faster because the whirlpool is, like, really cool and spins and is a fast way to get there. But you have to open the door so that the whirlpool sucks you in. But if you don't open the door, you're just stuck in the whirlpool, so pirates can't use it. That's a really cool idea. That's really great. I love it. Okay, well, let's move on to the next episode then, because I really need to know what's going to happen in this fucking show. So this is episode 417 of One Piece. Here we go. Life is be aware who's gonna on a trip with a pirate to the east. Gotta find my way and sail away all the way to One Piece. Okay, recap Rubik's. This time they have this intro again. Was it last episode that they didn't have this intro for some reason? Okay, that's recap Rubik's Cube done. In time for the title. Huh? The title. I guess not. Oh, there's the title. There we go. Don't listen, don't look. None of that. She's gonna do something. She's gonna fix it. Can you do something, Granny? Oh! What is it? Is she lovesick? Is she in love with Luffy? Oh. Huh? Well, Granny said she left here and she was fine. Oh, she's up. Oh my god. He's won over Boa, who no one thought could be won over. That's how charismatic he is. I mean, it
そなた
will
姉様の心の傷を
probably
知って
help
な
Boa as well.
忌まわしきと自
Because she
衛
needs
と
to
いう
keep
の
that warlord title.
そなたがそれを望む
She's doing it.
わらわ
Oh my god.
どこへでも行きます
Oh my god, is she just straight up fully in love with Luffy?
ヘビ姫が中枢へ行くことを決意したヘビ姫の病
Yeah, it is love sickness.
先代たち
Oh my god.
恋いたせろあ
Jesus. She's just infatuated with Luffy. That's kind of cute.
逆らえる気がせぬつい
She reminds me of Kaguya,
悪い気もしておらぬ
それが
like from
恋じゃ
Kaguya-sama.
やがてそのものを衰弱させ死に至らしい
She's actually a lot like Kaguya. Now that I think
惚
about
れた
it.
男ができてもこの国を守る結果にもなりモンキー・ディ・ルフィの手助けにもなる
It will.
どういう星のもとに生まれたのか
わらわじゃ
ボアハンコック
I'm coming,
応じることにした
but I'm bringing a pirate. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Are we leaving now?
変わったらしいわよヘビ姫様と一緒に中枢の
Okay, if we're leaving now, I'm pretty keen about that.
骸骨
ブルックっつんだけど女を見ると絶対パン
って何が楽しいのマキ
それに
Oh yeah, I guess to them, they wouldn't even see like the sexual connotation of that.
ルフィの仲間なら特別にいいんじゃない
ヘビ
Aww.
姫様も
わらわの通り道
Oh no. My god, she's still doing it!
アザラシを置いたのは
Just reminding us that she's the sort of person that kicks puppies.
ちゃんないたずらがとどまるとか
悪いな急で
She's like, it's okay, Luffy.
一刻も早く生きてんだ
いかんあの目
Oh my god.
ダメよルフィ
ハンコックと
ああわかったハンモック
Hammock.
話してねルフィちゃん
That's funny. Oh,
本当にまた来てね
my best girl. I'm gonna miss her.
のマキよ
I'll also miss you a lot, Margaret. Oh. Oh. She started to like grieve it for a second, but then I think decided to see him off with a smile.
ルフィが中枢の海軍船に
うん
無事に乗れるの
Well, if they accepted the
ただ
condition.
でさ
持つ身でも隠れるつもりなのかしら
That's my
案ずる
question.
ことはにゃい秘策を授けておいたからにゃ
Is it? Are you pretending that you have him as a prisoner? Because that was my first thought. Is like, oh, we're taking him to the prison.
ご分をお祈りしますヘビ姫様ルフィも元気で
Yeah, don't call out Luffy.
しばし国を預ける
はい
So where's Luffy? Is he inside the snake? What's going
なんと
on?
か任務はやはり人の子空腹になれば腹の虫が
バカを申せ
Was that her
皇帝たるもの
stomach or was that
そのような無作
Luffy's?
法は
では今のは
わらわじゃここで見つかれば万事休すじゃ食事は後で
So he's just in her coat?
少し上へこうか
Oh my god.
顔が赤いが
なんでもない
Man of his dreams. Man of her dreams is just
では
cuddling up to her
まず空の
permanently.
石化をなんとかしてもらえないか今の男の
わ
声
らわじゃ
悪いおめえの髪の毛くすぐ
せたようじゃ
まさか
This is a disaster already.
どういう意味じゃ
You shouldn't be talking this way to a warlord
数
of
時
the
間前に
sea.
会った時と少し様子
疑うのならそなた自身の手でこの体を
Oh
隅々ま
wow,
で調べて
brave.
して使わす
Does he have the balls to do
言
it?
ってたお前やばいって
そこまで言うなら信じる
He
しかあ
doesn't.
るまい
Nice. So you can just do all of them at once. Cock summer. Alright. Hawkeye. Kuma. Doflamingo. Gecko Mori is gonna be there? Blackbeard. Boa Hancock.
今だ戦いに断固反対のようで
Hmm.
部会の称号剥奪も覚悟の上だと
Wait, so isn't that Jinbei?
ここへ来て大暴れとは
Yeah, Jinbei. So Jinbei's not doing it?
ザル殿が腹いせに捕らえた海賊500名
Uh-huh.
ガープ中将なら先ほどインペルダウンへ
Okay, Garp's gonna be an Impel Down.
モビーディック号の動きを監視していた海軍船全
This ship's called Moby Dick.
一斉に通信が途絶えました
Hmm.
なんやられたもう動き出していたのか
He's already got an
ここで
advantage.
狙ってくるかもダウンでの決戦もあり得ると皆に伝えておけ
Hmm. Oh, he's going to see Ace directly? What's he doing?
息はあるのか
Uh-huh. Oh, they're not going to show much of this scene, are they? Oh! I wonder if we're going to get more of that Ace and Garp scene in the next episode. I hope we do. I hope that this wasn't just like a little tease on like what's happening, but we're not going to see it because I really want to see whatever's happening there. What's Garp's plan in this? Is his, because, you know, this is, he cares about his family theoretically. So, like, does he want to get Ace out of there, or is he disappointed in Ace for like not only being a pirate but also getting caught, or like what's his game here? What's he doing? I don't know, and I'm scared and I'm worried, but I'm also excited and I want to see. So now I want to know who does Boa Hancock's voice, because she sounded familiar a few times in this episode. So I'm just opening up the thing. She's voiced by, it looks like Kotono Mitsuishi. Okay, yep. So okay, yeah, she's Misato in Evangelion. I actually haven't seen Evangelion. And she's Usagi in Sailor Moon. I have seen it Sailor Moon, but I'm not an expert at Sailor Moon. Okay, yeah. So she's like just a few. Oh yeah, Mei Mei in Jujukai. That makes sense. Okay, now I'm starting to hear that. Pekka Pekiyama and Danganronpa, except I play Danganronpa and watch it in English, so that doesn't help me. Anyway, she's a great voice actor. She's very good. But I feel like Mei Mei is kind of what I know her from the most. Yeah, okay, cool. So she is in love with Luffy. That's kind of something that I didn't even think about. I didn't see coming, but it makes sense. I mean, especially like she is, not only is her whole thing like love, like she, love beam, all that stuff, you know, that's like, not only is that her main gimmick is love, so it makes sense that she would fall in love, but also she lives on an island with no men, so she doesn't tend to interact with a lot of men. And I mean, if the first, and well, not the first man she's interacted with, because she's a warlord of the sea, I imagine she's, you know, she more than anyone else in the island does actually meet men, but still not very often, because she spends most of her time on her island, I would think. But if Luffy is like one of the first men she interacts with regularly, you know, like has actual long conversations with, and it's Luffy, and he's like got all the charm that Luffy's got, and kind of seems to not be like, he's not vying for her approval necessarily. That's a big thing about it as well. Like, he sees himself and her as equals, and I think there's something charming about that as well. Like, he's talking to her in very much the way that like a friend would talk to a friend, and not many people, if anyone, talk to her that way. And he's not doing it disrespectfully. He's not doing it in an insulting way. He's doing it in you're my friend and I'm your friend and this is all great kind of way. So it makes a lot of sense why she would be infatuated with him. And I kind of like that development. I think that's fun. I think that's really nice. One wish that I had is, like, I know that guy is a vice admiral, right? The guy that was on the ship and was asking Boa about if she's gonna come back and stuff. But I wish he was a little more intimidated by her. But I mean, I guess, like, at the very least, there was that whole, like, oh, you can check my body if you want. And he was, like, sweating, and then he said no. So I guess that covers it. And so maybe I don't actually have a complaint about this. But I just think, like, we know the warlords are scary. And I feel like most people who would come across a warlord would be quite terrified of them. And I just want to make sure, like, Boa Hancock, I'm okay with her character, you know, turning into lovey-dovey, like, you know, hard eyes girl. Like, I'm fine with that, honestly. I don't think she needs to stay, like, you know, cold, unrelenting bitch the entire time. But what I do want to stay is the fact that she's a warlord, therefore she's like extremely powerful and capable. I want those things to stick about her personality. So I guess I just wanted to see him, like, be really freaked out in her presence and, like, not really want to question her. But he is a vice admiral as well, so it's like I imagine, like, in my mind, Garp wouldn't be that terrified in a warlord's presence, and Garp is a vice admiral, so it, you know, I guess it makes sense. That's fine. It's all good. It's all good. But she reminded me in this episode a lot of Kaguya, and the more I thought about it, Kaguya Shinomiya in Kaguya-sama Lovers' War. If you haven't seen Kaguya-sama Lovers' War, it's a romantic comedy anime, and it is one of my favorite anime of all time. It's like top 3 probably anime of all time. I love Kaguya-sama, and the main character, Kaguya, Shinomiya Kaguya, is like a rich girl, and like she is quite cold to most people, and especially like earlier on in the series, she's like a very cold-hearted, like stoic person, but she has a big crush on the male lead, and like as the series goes on more and more, she starts being more cutesy, and she like has complete transformations between being like really stone cold hard bitch to being extremely cutesy and giggly and jumping up and down and so excited and getting those hard eyes, and it's really great to watch. And it's basically exactly the same as Boa Hancock in this episode. Like that she can switch on a dime like that, and it's really great. I enjoyed that a lot. I thought that was a lot of fun. But yeah, we're leaving Amazon Lily now, which makes sense and makes me happy because I'm excited to move on and like see new stuff. And I don't think I want to stick around on Amazon Lily for a long time. What I am sad about is leaving some of these characters behind, because I feel like we're never going to see them again. Like, what are we going to come back to Amazon Lily? I don't think so. So they would have to come to us, but are we going to get a chance for that to happen? I feel like if that happens, that's like towards the end of the whole series type thing. It's like when we have reunions with a lot of different characters. But I love Margaret, and I love Afalarad. What? Why can I never remember her name? She's my favorite character. Afalandra. I love Afalandra. But we're just not gonna see them again. We might see them again. It just feels like we won't, and it's very sad. But I loved that moment of her like looking out at Luffy, and she like starts to like her eyes start to seemingly water, and it looks like she's gonna break down. But then she recovers and just keeps cheering like with a smile. It seemed like she controlled herself in that moment, controlled her emotions, but she did actually want to say a tearful goodbye to him. I thought that was a beautiful moment. Really amazing. Yeah, okay, well, let's move on to the final episode we're doing in this video. Episode 418. There could be some good shit happening here. Let's find out. Here we go. Life be a weapons and a trip with a pirate to the gotta find my way, sail away. Okay. Recap. Rubik's. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's it. Damn, I actually got really close for the fact that that was a very, very short recap. Okay, why are we seeing this? Oh, the Nami one makes me really sad. Oh, he's just having nightmares about it. Poor guy. Should you really be out in the open? Like, what if the Vice Admiral comes in here? Oh. Oh my god. This is something, like, I mean, she's fantasizing about this, but this is something I never thought I'd see in One Piece. Oh my god. I just can't imagine Luffy in a romantic thing with anyone. She's so much like Kaguya. It's crazy. A few days ago. Oh! Oh shit! Are we seeing where Nami is? Oh my god! She's with Gandalf? She just fucking landed? Oh god. She okay? Don't just attack people as soon as you wake up, Nami. Did her clothes change? Did he change her? I know what the weather is. I'm a weather girl. Yeah, you're vital. He's terrified of her. Understandable. This guy's so weird. Oh, good. God damn. So she'd be hungry as hell. What is that? Wind knots? Oh. Well, this is cool. This is something that Nami could use. Nami, learn about these. You could absolutely use these in your fighting style. Oh my god. What the fuck? Where are we? You're gonna have to wait it out a bit, Nami. Yeah. Are they just used to big storms like that here? What the fuck? Oh, it creates like a rain cloud. That's interesting. Wow, cool. Honestly, I think I want showers in my house to blow hot air on me to dry me. I don't like drying with a towel. Whoa. What the heck? So did she land somewhere where they like have learned, they know a lot about weather. They've got weather-based things. This might be really good for her. Yep, there's the wind knots. Alright, what are you doing here, Nami? Whoa. What are you doing? Oh! Oh my gosh. What the? What? Did she just stop the storm? Nami! My girl can control the weather even more. She just made a clear sky. She's a goddess. Goddess. I mean, we already knew that, but she was always a goddess to me. Wow. Whoa. Weatherier! She's on a sky island! Oh. Wow. That's like the perfect place for Nami to land. That's so cool. Are we gonna like learn about where someone else is now? Are we Frankie? Are we going to Frankie? A winter island on the Grand Line. If it is Frankie that landed here, he doesn't wear pants, so this isn't gonna be a great place for him. Kiton? What the heck? It's Godot from Ace Attorney. Is that Chopper, maybe? No, it's Frankie. Yeah, partly. He's wearing so little clothes. He's gonna freeze to death. I guess he's cyborg. He might be fine. Okay, no, he is cold. He sneezes by saying Frankie? That's such a good bit. Alright, Frankie. What is this? Is barely a song. They did join in though. He's saying right when he's putting out his left hand and vice versa. Mechanical Island. What the heck? Oh my god, we're getting to see some crazy places in the One Piece world because of this. I have some thoughts about these places that our Straw Hats are landing. What's happening? Frankie, what's... Oh my, oh wow. You're just refined now. Tea? Are you powered by tea now? Fair enough. This is so weird. Yeah, he's a gentleman now. I imagine he will be the same again soon. Is that... Oh. What are we looking at? Vegapunk. Oh, I was gonna ask about this. I was gonna ask if it was related to Vegapunk because it was mechanical stuff. All right, hold on. Okay. All right. So, cool episode. I was wondering if they were going to do this, and I'm glad they are. And that is go and check on where all the other Straw Hats are and see what's going on with them. I didn't know the timing of when we were going to do this, but I guess this is appropriate timing, right? Like before we reach the major moment of like going and you know, going to Impel Down and all that. While on the way there, we check in with the other Straw Hats. That's probably a good time to do it. So the thing is, it seems like people are possibly landing in places that relate to them, because Nami landed literally on a place called Weatheria. Like, out of all the places in the world you could land, you land on a place called Weatheria. And then Frankie landed on a place called Mechanical Island, and he's mechanical. So, like, it seems that, like, either it's just Oda being very on the nose with, like, you know, with them landing in places that he wants to match up the themes of where they land with who they are, or this actually is part of what Kuma is doing. Because Kuma does say to people, like, if you could go on a trip anywhere, where would you go, or whatever, right? And then he sends people away. So I think he does send them to, like, a place. Like, does he actually send them to where they need to be or something? Because I'm trying to think of Luffy's, because Luffy got sent to an island with all women, and you'd think that Sanji, if anyone, would be sent there, you know? So, but it is the location of a warlord, and it's the location of a warlord that specifically was a celestial dragon slave. So it does relate to Luffy right now. Like, it is the place he needed to be. If he was going to land anywhere, it is seeming like this is the sort of place he should have landed, because it also gives him the perfect opportunity to go to and save Ace, right? So it makes sense. Like, it is the best place for him to land, maybe, but I don't know if that is factored in. So, like, all I'm thinking is, if in these next few episodes we're gonna follow, like, again, if we go, like, where Zoro is, where Sanji is, like, is Sanji gonna land on a cook-based island? Didn't we find out at some point about a cooking island of some sort? I feel like I remember, like, towards the start, it's gonna be impossible to find pretty much, but I feel like I remember, like, towards the start of Water 7, when we met up with our Kiji, I feel like I remember there was something about a food place. Let's see how good my 1 memory is and 2 notes are. Because if I can find this sort of thing, that would be absolutely incredible. And I could pause the recording and look through my notes, but then I'd be worried that you guys would think that I was looking it up. And, like, I would be... Oh, Pierre... I can't read my writing. Pierre C or something? Gourmet Town. So... I don't know, I can't read my writing, but it starts with a P, and it's the Gourmet Town. So, those are pretty good notes. That's my guess. My guess is Sanji's going to land in that Gourmet Town. And if that ends up happening, I am the best One Piece YouTuber on the planet. I'm the best. Like, you can't dispute it anymore. You have to go around to every other YouTube channel and talk about how great I am, and then get other people to start, you know, diverting in my direction, because that would be insane. But that's my guess. So, and if that's the case, then I feel like that's part of, if we see that he's somewhere like there, and Zoro lands somewhere that's like a swordsman type place, and Chopper lands at an animal place where he can be accepted or something, and who else we got? Nico Robin lands at a historical site, like a really important historical site. Usopp lands at some sort of sniper place. Maybe he lands in, like, the land of the snipers or whatever, because isn't that like Sogeking's backstory? Is he hails from the land of the snipers? So maybe he lands literally in the land of the snipers. Have I missed anyone? I feel like I missed someone. I'm sorry, Straw Hat, that I missed. Oh, Brooke. Brooke would land in like the land of music or something. I don't know. Or like just in a graveyard. I really don't know. But yeah. Anyway, crazy stuff. So, Nami landing on Weatheria is really cool and crazy. She stopped a storm. That's insane and awesome. Like, I love when they just like have Nami do truly breathtaking feats like that, because like a lot of other Straw Hats get to do breathtaking feats as well. I love when Nami gets it. Like, she's my favorite character, so I love her getting respect. And she got fucking respect in this episode. That was a badass scene. I really loved that. It's probably my favorite scene in the episode. Her just fucking sending a climb attack into the sky, and destroying the clouds, sending them far away. But it's crazy that there's like a little sky island. Yeah, that's wild. So she's just in the sky. Very cool. And I love the moment of Frankie sneezing, but he sneezes by saying Frankie. That's a really funny bit. That's genius. And so yeah, he's on a mechanical island, but it like revealed the word Vegapunk, and we know about Vegapunk because they've mentioned Vegapunk a few times as like making the Kumas, I think, and like several other things. I remember we've heard Vegapunk several times. I also know that Punk is involved in one of the arc names or saga names somewhere. So I imagine it's, you know, that sort of thing is upcoming. I wonder if we're going to spend more time on Mechanical Island in the future. Like, Frankie will leave, but maybe we'll all come back to the Mechanical Island. I don't know. But yeah, I think this is a really cool way for Oda to go. Like, I think Oda's like, I like making crazy, insane islands and stuff, but I also want to flesh out these islands and have these characters, like, you know, when we go to somewhere like Water 7, I want them to stay in Water 7 for a while, and we get to know the people and how the city works and start to like have a plot come together or whatever. But I'm sure there's a part of Oda that's also like, but I also just want to show off random islands around One Piece, and how can I do that? And this is a really good way to go, like, all right, let's just start showing off some crazy islands by sending all the Straw Hats in different locations, like just sending them off. It's awesome. It's a really, really cool idea for a saga. Everything that he's doing in this saga is like genius. I'm so impressed and happy. So anyway, that is One Piece episodes 415 to 418. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support this video if you can. Remember, I'm a small channel. Even if it doesn't feel like I am, I'm a small channel, and any of your support helps me out a lot. Liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel, sharing my videos around to other people, getting my name out there in any way you can, would help me out a lot. Like, it's hard for me to get my name out there, especially since it's kind of not great form to like go and advertise your channels on places, right? I feel like that's not a great move. But if word of mouth spreads through my fans, if it's you guys like recommending me to people or mentioning me in other places, like, that would help me out a lot. So if you watch to the end of this video, please just consider it, because it would be amazing. But thank you for joining me. And if you want, you can go to my Patreon account, which has the full-length reactions and early access. You can get the next at least 16 or so episodes on my Patreon account right now. So go check that out too. But thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.